Yeah, we did it.
I'm giving all the feats away today in this podcast, boys.
Oh, they're going to be burning you up on that one.
Yeah,
Should
ladies
be
and
a jump in
gentlemen.
views this week.
Thank you for joining us here on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
We have one of the 4 original guest hosts back.
Got him.
Got him.
Well, technically we have 3 of 4.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. One of the ones that were
What-
out
We're
last
only
week.
missing one now, and that man's on his honeymoon.
Yes, he is. I feel like I'm coming. I got my.
Should I move?
No,
scoot
you're
this
good.
way?
I'm just.
Okay.
I'm. My headphones are a little high. There we
Oh.
A
go.
little loud.
Yeah, Chris is in my.
I'm living rent-free, baby.
Living
Rent-free.
Oh yeah, look at this, boys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again here for joining us on a beautiful Saturday night. I got Chris McGraw on the ones and the twos as always. We can't get rid of them.
Can't.
Bringing back Joe
Won't
from
stop.
the bench.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Man, on the bench all last weekend.
We traded Ryan Cool for futures, and we pulled Joe Keneally off the reserves.
Yeah, we got him off the old waiver wires. Back in here, ready for another beautiful night, discussing all the good topics, the world events, the trades on the NBA, old trade-a-minute.
Oh yeah, I know
all
so
this
much about sports.
We've
so
got
So
the
much about
NBA
sports.
champion. We've got a Stanley Cup Finals that is still going. We've got a Peter McGraw 3-peat at the Cubs game. It's been a great week, boys.
the Edmonton Oilers.
Yes.
Edmonton Oilers.
Yep.
When
With
the world needed her
McJesus.
most, she disappeared.
And then she came. No, she hasn't come back yet.
She hasn't come back.
She gave an interview, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or Joe sent it to me. She had 8 white claws.
Yeah, I sent that to Brian Hamilton. Brian Hamilton's like,
This is
Brian
how
had
close
some.
I am to this moment.
Yeah, Brian's like, I know her pain. I'm like, the hell are you talking about? You would have had 2 in the first period and passed out.
Oh yeah, that man thinks. Oh shit, 8 in a 10-hour day would be amazing for Brian. Who
Yeah.
we can? Oh, that boy. It's funny. I can tell Danny's ready to kind of cut it loose too. He's been sending me Instagram memes of like drinking. Like he sent me one of President Biden talking about like it's like, you know, did you just spend another $100 on alcohol this weekend? And it's like from his last speech that he did about the economy, and he's like, it's not hurting anybody, and it's just doing good. I'm doing it for the economy, and I'm like, I sent back, I'm like, I wish it was only $100.
Very true.
Yeah.
Last weekend, not so bad. We saw last weekend Randolph Street in Chicago. One of the best parts of this city is there all the tons and tons of street fest that they do. And one of the best ones is Randolph Street. And what's nice about Randolph this time, they must have had some issues with them like profiling people or hustling people for money or some shenanigans, because no joke show, no one came to check us. No one ID'd us. No one we just walked right in. So
Oh wow.
Mike went to walked Bree home, came back with a case of Coors Light as we're just sitting in the middle.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Dude.
I mean, there's a bunch of people doing it.
Yeah. So we weren't the smart ones. We saw somebody. I'm like, can we just bring alcohol in here?
This is like what things were like during COVID.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
I assume just not as like or much more packed rather, but yeah, just like, oh, we're doing the street fest. Everybody come and just be a part of it, and we don't care that you guys are drinking
Yeah.
illegally in a way.
You know what I thought about? So okay, with the tickets that were Saturday's ticket. So Brother Osborne, I get there a little bit more of a. They've had some pretty big hits on the radio.
They played what is it in Dallas a few years ago during the halftime show during Thanksgiving. I think it was like 2 years ago.
And the tickets.
So they were on TV.
The tickets are only $69 for Saturday, and they're still so.
Well, they're technically $49.50, but you get destroyed
Jesus
in fees.
Oh yeah.
The only place you don't get hit with, I don't know how Gallagher Bay gets away with this.
Oh, Gallagher Way.
Sorry, Gallagher Way. Thank you. The ticket. I guess how much the fees were on a $25 ticket.
Well, I'm assuming that they still get charged now the 9% amusement tax, so that's like $2.50 there. So I'd assume probably $7. So you're at $32
It
total.
was $27 for that ticket.
Oh, so they only got now. You only got now with like the amusement tax.
Yeah, I think or maybe just a sales tax or something. I don't. Maybe they're not doing the taxes right. Whatever it is, but it's a $27 ticket, and I was like, Mike's like, I pay more than that in fees most of the time, and I'm like, yeah.
I mean, the Brothers Osborne, you're pretty close to that fee, $27 right there for the ticket prices. The total amount of fees for
$20. But so Mike hit me up last night because I wasn't sure. Of course, Brian, one man that does not text at all back. Like he is the worst. So we're working on some things, and I'm trying. And so I text him. He's texting me about some stuff, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, I slide in like, hey, one of our buddies canceled at last minute for the concert. Do you want to go? And nothing, crickets. But he'll send text messages for other things. I'm like, great. So then I go to Mike. I'm like, just trying to line him up. See who wants the ticket. Mike's like, okay, let me see. Bree might have something. He asked me what the ticket cost was, and I told him. He's like, oh, no, I'm good for the weekend.
That's fair.
So I went and looked because Brian then came back and said, hey, I'll take the ticket. Of course, Mike asked me, hey, do you got that ticket? So I went to see if there were still tickets available. Still tickets available.
Yes, tickets still available.
And is it all just like general admission? Like you just walk in,
there's like a VIP area like right up by the stage, but like the biggest areas
and
is
they
general
also,
admission.
sorry, not to cut you off.
Yep.
They just did a new section, like a weird, like $100 section, like where the big sell was like you got a huge, like a beautiful view of like the city.
Is that
and then it's like up, and then you got like a little.
Is that the email I got today from Salt Shed about like the three? I want to call it almost like the Three Stooges like view or something. It's like
it's something.
It was
weird.
some weird name to it, and it was like. The only thing I can remember, like I only took a glance at it, and like it looked like Three Stooges stage or something. You get to stand at, and like
I didn't. It was another $100.
Yeah, they wanted me to buy another ticket. I'm like, listen, I already have a ticket.
Like if it was like an add-on of like $25 to our original ticket, sure. Mm-hmm. Why the hell would I pay $150? I could, if in theory, I could literally get there as early as I want. Go and sit by right next to the Via, and I'll be there. I could be there the whole night.
Yeah, Joe. Me and you and Frank are gonna be crowd surfing. It's just
who's all going?
So Frank hit me up. Oh, you want to hear this? You got to hear this story.
Frank Prill?
Okay, so wait, but I'm sorry. The roundabout long story for that one. Why I gave you that whole story was I feel like tickets like Nico Moon is still got a bunch of tickets out there. He's a big. I think that'll sell out. But and maybe he's a little bit smaller. Maybe these in my mind, it's.
I don't know. Ticket. I think that concert, if you can get it for $25, I'm surprised that isn't sold out yet.
This is at Gallagher Way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing, but so what I wanted to, I think last year, because remember how in Windy City, we have to make that decision by tomorrow, by the way.
I know.
Windy City just offered Friday tickets at $25. Dude, last year you couldn't get any ticket for less than like triple the price.
Nobody wants to see Darius Rucker. He sucks.
I was blown away that I could just buy a ticket.
Yeah.
When it came about, like.
And for the roundabout on that is where I wanted to bring that to is I think you talked about this last year, and I didn't. I honestly kind of like. I almost kind of poo-pooed it, but never. I just in my mind, went, you said like it's COVID. Like people are just dying to get out, and I think this year maybe there's more. People are trying to travel more, but I also think like all right, people have done it. They're okay. They're like we're back to normal, and like everything is so effing expensive that like people are like forget it. I'm not doing it.
Well, the price is a huge.
That's
factor.
I think price is becoming a huge factor.
I mean
now.
that's why they're sorry.
No, you're right. I was just agreeing with you.
That's why they're going after, all those ticket companies.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Like it's become such a thing that, because even the celebrities, like, the people who are getting the artists, for whatever the thing is, could be you go to see someone like at a comedy show or a concert or a meet and greet, and the fee on the ticket is enormous.
Oh, it's insane.
And they're like, or they get bought up and then resold on the market at a significantly higher value, and so a bunch of people are going after the ticket companies now. And
they'll find out because they're going to go through this. But some say that Ticketmaster holds out some tickets and waits for the resale market.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But
crazy outlandish things happening.
I mean, well, we had an opportunity to buy the Winter Classic.
Oh yeah.
$165.
Hugly expensive.
It's going to be $200 after fees for nosebleeds.
Yeah, ridiculous. I can't believe anybody would spend that type of money for
the resale is going to be significantly cheaper.
That thing used to be New Year's Day, didn't it?
Yeah, for some reason,
it was.
I think because the fact that they're expanding college football, and I think they're going to have a lot of the playoff games, not on New Year's Eve but on New Year's Day. Hockey didn't want to compete with it, so it moved its game to New Year's Eve instead of New Year's Day.
I feel like that has to have a huge effect because I don't feel like you had an issue buying tickets for this years ago.
No, and it was also. Notre Dame was much cheaper to go. I think it was.
But it was still like that was probably like almost 8 years ago. In 2016, something like that.
That long?
And but they were like, I got them when they first went on sale. I got some pre-sale for it, and
It was. I don't even think it was $100.
I think it may have been like $80 for like a ticket,
which was fun. It was cold as all get out, but it was kind of a nice thing.
I remember hearing about it, and I was like, I'm so happy I didn't go.
Oh yeah.
I remember the first year you guys did it. It was. I think that's where the Pat Lynch bachelor party shirt face came.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It was just me. Me and Chris were okay that day. We weren't that hungover. But no, yeah. So it is nicer. It would be. So I think Chris had the idea of maybe if we can get the rooftop tickets, because you could party there and then you could head over to a bar in Wrigleyville and party there for New Year's.
The other thing is you can always you don't have to be outside. You can be inside watching from a TV.
Yeah.
Instead, where you're in the stadium, you're not getting away from anything unless you hide in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this concert actually, so we're going to Brothers Osborne. It's crazy because it was going to be. This is like a country band that probably not a lot of people know. So I was like, I'll just get, and they were cheap tickets. There's like $50. I'm like, this is a pretty good price. So I'm like, all right, I'll buy 4 of them. See if anybody wants to go. I know I was going to force Chris to go anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it just happened to be the weekend that Pat was in Italy. His last weekend in Italy. And then I think Sarah's your brother-in-law and your sister-in-law. They just out of their own. That wasn't a part of us, but they've got it. And I think a little bit of talk there. Brian told Gracia, Lauren, Frank. Oh, and then I'll tell you about Frank. So this became a much bigger.
I mean, yeah, it was like
a huge group.
Originally, was it just the 3 of us who said we were going to go?
Oh yeah, and then I bought Lauren a ticket just because.
Okay.
But it was just going to be us 3.
But yeah, I don't even think both my in-laws had the ticket. I think only one of them did. And then Sarah's like, I'm going to go. And then the other person was like, I'll go. And then they also
Joe's like, oh no,
who are now going to go. And no, it's just going to be a huge, enormous group. It's going to be kind of wild, I imagine.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Yeah.
But so Frank today. So Frank's been helping me. We both bought a couple coins on Qcoin, and you got to get your stuff off
FGM.
No, we bought scaling.
Sorry.
Oh
FGM
no, Prill. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
And he was helping me get them off Qcoin and move them into MetaMask, and we were talking, and then he hit me up today. He's like, "Hey, why?" I told him about because he was the one, or I started talking to him last week. I was like, "Yo, Nico Moon, October, don't make any plans." August 9th, don't make any plans. It's gonna be a repeat of last year. And then he hit me up today, and
where's Nico Moon at?
Gallagher Way.
Yeah. And he hit me up today. He's like, "Hey, you got any plans for Saturday?" And I'm like, I felt bad. Like, I'm sure he's gonna want to go golf or something, but our Saturday is absolutely packed. So I just told him hey, going to water park for my sister's birthday, and then going to a concert at night. And he's like, "Okay, cool, I'm in." And I was just like,
"Yeah, it's all right."
I'm like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah, Jess has been going out. It's gone out the last 4 days. She came home and just said, hey, you need to stop being a pansy and go out and get drunk." And I was like, "All right, I'm gonna get you a ticket." And
it's go time, Joe. Me, you, and Frank Prill on date night Saturday.
Oh my Atlanta!
We're gonna be crowd surfing.
Oh yeah.
So it'll be a rare Frank on I think on Saturday. It'll be a good time.
It should be.
That'll be fun.
That's a good wife too. Noticing hey, you kind of just been at home playing video games.
So are Brian and Gracia coming too then?
Yep. Gracia. So Brian hit me. So again, Brian never responds. So Brian then said, you know what? He didn't even say anything until literally Mike texted me. I swear to God, this is how this happened. Not even Mike texted me, "Hey, how much is the ticket?"
Brian was reading the internet waves.
Yes.
Through work, and he saw Mike's message go to Peter, and he's like, now I'll text him.
Spidey sense is going off. This ticket might not be there in a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take that ticket. Is it just one? And I'm like, yeah, hey, bud, one of our buddies canceled. It's yours if you want it. And so he took it. Mike texted me, "Hey, what's the ticket price?" I'm like, "You son of a bitches." But then Gracia texted Lauren and was like, "Hey, are you going to the concert on Saturday?" And she's like, yeah.
She's like, "Yeah."
And she's like, and then Lauren goes to me. She's like, why didn't Brian just buy her ticket? I'm like, "Lauren, she doesn't have a great fiance who just brings her along. She's got to figure it out,
Doesn't track her around.
All right, boys, let's get into our beers tonight. I've been eyeing this. We've been having a great conversation. Been eyeing this beer.
I see this beer supports boycotts and its flavor is bland.
Oh, Jesus!
Why is that really? Okay.
Just support boycott flavor bland.
Now, to be 100% honest, it's support flavor, boycott bland.
Why would you just put the why?
But they have a very, very, very light line in between these two words. And
all right, I'm going to do my best to make sure that this. Here, I'll bring it up to the camera so they can see it.
Do you want me to take a photo? I'll text it to you.
Our fruity and juicy blonde ale will quickly transport your palate with a taste of paradise.
They got it on the camera.
Tropical flavors of pineapple, coconut, mango, peach, and guava are balanced by smooth maltiness. One sip and you'll be singing the song of the islands, Aloha. A product of Illinois.
Right off the bat, it smells very pineapple-y.
I support boycott.
I don't know.
Oh,
Joe, you want to guess how much this cost?
There's a big miss on this one. I was really hoping this was going to be good.
how? Well, where'd you get it from?
We got it from Mariano's.
Okay. It's from Normal, Illinois.
They support boycott down there.
Kind of a they actually do. They love to boycott. They are very into boycotting. Interesting that a place in Normal, Illinois is making a Hawaiian beer.
Very much so.
Hawaii 5 Ale. A play on Hawaii 5-0.
Very nice.
I'm
glad you caught that too.
Product of Illinois, though.
Product of Illinois.
Book 'em, Bobo. Like, what do you say? Like,
book 'em, Dano.
Yeah.
All right, I've given it.
I'm still waiting for Joe. I'm still waiting for
Book
Joe.
'em.
I'm still waiting for Joe to tell me what he thinks the price of this was.
Oh. I mean, I wouldn't think anything crazy, but now you say Mariano's. I've never seen this before. I'm gonna guess.
Every sip gets better. The first sip, no good. Second, better. Third, fourth sip was pretty good.
The original price, you're not far off. It was $10.99 or $9.99. We got a $7.49 coupon for it. So this 6-pack costs $2.50.
No joke.
Yes, I know
it was almost worth every penny. It was almost worth every penny.
You can't complain when
there's not a lot of pennies there, but it was almost worth all of it.
You know what?
I can't hate this beer for $2.50.
No,
you can't, right?
$2.50 for Hawaiian Illinois beer. This is awesome.
You're telling me. I was shocked. We and Pierre were at the register, and our bill was like $51, and all of a sudden it dropped $14 to $37. I'm like, wait, what just happened here?
That's incredible. I went the opposite way because you guys were like, guess how much? I thought it was going to be super expensive.
I'm liking every sip after I've had. I start to like it a little bit more. No, is that not doing it for you?
I kind of get that because that sweetness starts coming through.
Yeah. That's what I kind of like.
The other stuff goes away. That blandness. They
that
don't
little
like that.
bite of the hop.
They like to let it sit there first, and then you go, I don't like this anymore. I'm going to boycott bland. And then all of a sudden, my support for flavor expands. Jesus Christ. Am I Pat Lynch over here after 2 beers?
You like the flavor blend, huh?
I'd like to be able to get through a sentence.
You know what I think about? I think Pat's like, so a lot of his like snaps and stuff are of him having an alcoholic drink. It's crazy. I'm sure, like, and I think about vacation, and he's never gonna get, like, he's not gonna get wasted at all really, but he's having he's probably gonna have a drink or two every day, and I just think about that. I'm like,
oh, for sure.
He sent me one.
Probably more.
He sent me one. I don't know if it was this morning or like this afternoon, but he sent me like him having a drink. I think it was this morning. He was sending me a drink, and I'm like trying to do the math in my head. I'm like, bro, it's got to be like noon there. What are you doing? Just calm down. Calm down. It's not even 5 o'clock yet.
He found Tito's.
Drink whenever. He sent me a message the first day.
Yeah.
Angry Balls, which was just like the fireball.
Oh, he didn't send you the digestive of Jägermeister?
Oh, he did. Yeah.
I've been getting. I got.
To be honest, I don't remember the digestive actually.
Yeah, dude. But the pictures look amazing.
Oh, it looks dude.
Yeah. He finally sent me a snap. He was like, the cocktail of Italy, and I'm like, have you showed? He's like, apparently this is the cocktail of Italy. I'm like, have you showed him the Pat Lynch cocktail of Tito's, Sprite, and a lemon wedge, and you tell him that the lemon wedge makes it. He's like, I can't find Tito's or Coors Light out here. And then he sent me a snap.
He found Tito's.
Wow. He sent me a snap this afternoon that he found Tito's.
That's funny.
I was like, hey, bro, just get some Italian vodka. Like, what are you doing? You're out there. Mm-hmm. Test it out, baby. But then, it's a Chris McGraw thing. If you like what you like.
You like what you like.
You like what you like.
Yeah.
I mean, if there wasn't Coors Light out there, then I'd venture out, I guess. I mean, I'm not assuming you're not going to get Coors Light in every bar either. So you venture out and have a little taste of something.
Joe has told us that you get in Ireland, you can get Coors Light's a big thing.
Oh, you can get Coors Light everywhere.
That's why Ireland's the greatest country in the world besides the United States.
Yeah. Hey, they're not back-to-back World War II champions.
They're not, but they at least have Coors Light.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all right. I guess.
And they have that guy that blew the 303 or the UFC 303 main event too.
Oh yeah, and he was caught. He made an appearance and he was just drinking, partying. Like that's you idiot. Like what? I mean, again, it's on the UFC. They messed up. They should have known this guy's done. Like he's not.
They've had some real issues. They've had real issues with like injuries. They had to redo their card on Saturday. That's in Saudi Arabia. That's on ABC. Ooh. They had to get like a guy on like 2 weeks replacement for Whitaker.
Yep.
Because like Islam Chimachev or something I think it was the champion or something, right?
Somebody's hurt.
No. Whoever the middleweight champion is, I thought Whitaker was supposed to fight him, or a guy that like it was a title eliminator, and that guy got sick and he's out, and then they had to find a guy on 2 days or like 2 weeks notice. Your boy Bo Nickel was considered a possible replacement for that fight, and then they had to rework the whole entire UFC like 303 pay-per-view because like the main event and co-main event went down the tubes.
Yeah.
I don't feel like UFC has been doing very well the last few years, like with their big cards.
You know what it is? They don't have a lot.
I think what the issue is.
Maybe it's not my circles, but I don't think they advertise well. I have no idea when they have card fights.
That's true. Well, they have card fights every weekend. That's a problem. Like you can't you're not going to advertise just like your 303. It's not like back when we first started watching where you had like a pay-per-view. You had like
so much.
One like fight night every quarter, and then you have a pay-per-view every month. You got to fight every weekend. You can't broadcast, hey, 303 Chandler versus McGregor at the time. You can't broadcast that when you have 3 other weeks of fights that you need to you need to kind of advertise.
Yeah, it just makes it difficult.
I miss. Okay, so So I think it's Jake Paul who's the boxer, right?
Yep.
Him and Tyson are supposed to fight in November, but he is not going to wait.
He's going to fight some guy was it July or August now?
I'm not 100% sure when, but it's going to be a bare-knuckle.
Oh, it's bare-knuckle now.
Versus the guy, what's his name, Mike Perry? Yeah.
No.
He's going to get... Listen, I'm not saying he's going to lose to Mike Perry, but Mike Perry doesn't... His face is going to get rearranged.
I don't see why you're doing that and pushing...
That's not a wise decision.
All he's going to do, I feel like, is injure himself, and then they're going to push back.
Yeah, they're going to push. Yeah, exactly.
Did you know what's his brother's name? I keep forgetting his name.
Logan Paul.
Logan.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I hate this even more because Mike Perry's a middleweight. Jake Paul just bulked up to heavyweight. Now he's going to have to drop back down and then bulk back up.
For the Tyson fight?
For the Tyson fight again.
What are they? Is there a catch weight or is it going to be?
They don't say. Yeah, even if there is a catch weight, middleweight to heavyweight is.
But he might not have
weight
been.
Classes.
He might. I mean, if they come to what, light heavyweight, would that work or no?
Let's see. What is middle?
Because you got to understand. You got to imagine Mike Perry's fighting at. He's probably just doesn't have to cut any weight. Where Jake might have to come down a bit.
170 pounds. Mike Tyson probably fought at 245.
Holy shit. Okay, yeah, no. All right, yeah, you're right. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah,
if this goes through, maybe this is just, I don't know. This is the first I'm hearing.
Yeah, this is the first I heard.
And maybe even if he does and he doesn't cut, 20, 30 pounds, he sits at 200, he's still, he's probably got to go up then. Yeah. And then the other guy's got to, I get what
you're saying.
That's a crazy jump.
Logan
to go through in 6 months.
Do you know who does? He's been on King, not King, but he's been on the Fighter and the Kid podcast. He runs the Zoo something gym in LA. I forget his name.
Oh, this is the dude who
street fought Logan Paul. They didn't put it on tape. They were talking shit to each other on Twitter. He's like, he showed up at his gym.
Is his name Andrew Martin?
Yeah, something Martin.
Oh, Bradley Martin.
Bradley Martin. Yep.
Yeah, Bradley Martin. Yeah, he tried. There's a video of him trying to mess with Brian Shaw. Like they're working out together, but like before he was trying to mess with Brian Shaw, and Brian Shaw is the former world's strongest man, 6'8", like 450 pounds. Just picks him up, like eventually just gets tired and just picks him up and carries him like a little baby.
Not Brian. I don't know if it's Brian Shaw. Who's the other one? Those two guys are together. There's the English guy,
Eddie Hall.
Yeah, he MMA fought two guys, and these two guys were fucking with him, messing with him, and so there was 2-on-1. One guy they both come at him. They try to double it, like both try to take him down. He pushes one, literally throws one guy. The guy comes running back. Eddie Hall punches him. Dunzo. Clean shot Dunzo. Picks up the other guy by his boxers and slams him. The rest come in. Like, these two guys are going to die.
Yeah, no, I mean, those guys are like,
insane.
They have like no skill. Like, they probably have no skill really fighting. I mean, obviously Eddie Hall trained for that boxing match, but I mean, those guys, like, literally, if they wanted to, could just literally pick you up by the back of your pants and carry you around.
So Bradley Martin and Logan Paul did a street fight at the gym. Logan Paul came in there. He's like, hey, you've been talking shit. You want to handle this like men? Let's do it. No cameras. We can film before and we'll film after, but we're not filming this fight. And they street fought. And I think Logan Paul, what they say is probably Logan Paul won because Bradley Martin did walk out with a shiner.
That's what I heard. I haven't seen anything or really heard anything about. I did hear about like the little tuffle that they had. I heard that Bradley Martin got his ass kicked. Is what I heard.
Okay.
I didn't 100% believe that.
Oh yeah, because Logan Paul's an actual boxer.
He was not only that, he was a collegiate wrestler.
That too. Yeah.
So he at one point was wrestling Israel Adesanya, I think when. Maybe
but I think Bradley Martin is an Olympic wrestler. So I think
Bradley Martin is not a fighter.
No,
not a fighter, but a wrestler.
No, nothing to do.
I think he's just a weightlifter.
Okay, then that's. I thought or at least Shab was saying, but I could be totally wrong.
Well, I'll take a look. But I thought I was under the impression that he was just a weightlifter or bodybuilder.
He's definitely like an athlete.
Well,
somebody who's very physically fit and probably.
But why are you running your mouth if you have no skill in the fighting?
Yeah,
he wanted to take on Mighty Mouse.
He got his ass absolutely handed to him by a Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. Like he's like, let's see what happens. This is after he asked some boxing guy if he could fuck him up, and he's like, no, I think I would fuck you up, and he's like, no, you have no chance, and he's like, whatever. He's like, I could take a lot of guys. Then he did it with Nick Diaz, and then some jiu-jitsu guy was like, yeah, let's do it, and just absolutely ragdolled the fuck out of him. Like, it wasn't even a big guy.
You know what it is? It's honestly not about. It's truly not about winning, or it's not about the fighting for him. You know, it's just all advertising.
Oh, he's a great. Oh yeah.
It's just all about the advertising.
Yeah.
He could care less about anything else but the advertising.
No, he's all about like marketing, having a brand and marketing and stuff like that. Yeah, he's doing it right. Yeah. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I didn't know about the Bradley Martin, Logan Paul stuff. I didn't know
it looks like he's just literally like a weightlifter, tries to help people get like in shape and healthy.
I didn't know they had a beef though before they fought.
I personally didn't. I had no idea. I don't follow Logan. Logan Paul did a podcast with Trump.
Oh really? Oh, I guess I don't pay attention to any of these guys.
Yeah, I don't really care for these guys. It's not my brand, my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had a podcast with Trump. Him and Bradley Martin went at it, which is kind of stupid for Logan Paul. He's got what if he accidentally got hurt? Like and he's a huge. They're pushing him so hard in the wrestling.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, because he's huge in wrestling right now. I'm sure he wasn't scared. You're talking about a guy who, even though it was probably like
they didn't
sort of arranged. I mean, he's a dude who fought Mayweather. Like going up against Bradley Martin is probably like
not a big deal.
Chill.
Yeah, and he didn't do.
You got to be
terrible
careful
against.
You got to be careful no matter what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny. I was just, and now my algorithms have all these weird, and one was Joe Rogan or what's his name? Jesus Christ! The guy for tires. I just forgot his name, like an idiot. The guy from the Netflix show Tires.
Shane.
Yeah.
Shane.
What the?
Gillis.
He did Hot Wings. That was a terrible.
Oh, okay. It was Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were just.
No,
I thought you guys were laughing with me when you were trying to guess the name.
Stupid. But brain not so great these days. He did
brain hurt. Words hurt.
Yeah. He got one of the parks. He got super wasted and was talking shit to Joe. And Joe, he's like, Joe, you couldn't get me to tap. And Joe's like, are you sure? He's like, you'll never get me to tap.
Oh, really?
Tapped him like 7 times in less than a minute.
Oh, really?
Like,
I believe it.
And Shane's like, this, just you're not gonna be able to do it. And then it's like, okay. And he's like, tapping, like,
whack,
and
whack.
And this was on Schultz's podcast, and Schultz like, why would you ever like? I don't look at Joe and think I don't think I could do anything to him. And he's like, yeah, that's smart. But he was on Hot Ones.
Yep.
I haven't really watched a lot of Hot Ones lately. And it was he was probably one of the ones I thought was pretty lame. Actually, it was like a boring.
Yeah. It wasn't great.
You ever see the?
I think that was on Shane. That wasn't the interviewer was trying, but
yeah,
Shane I think it just took over the heat. Mm-hmm. He also might have been hungover. He looked a little bit.
Did you ever see that the first show that Joe Rogan was ever on? That like Fox Comedy, like where he was on I think
the baseball team.
The baseball team. Have you ever seen it? They put all the episodes on YouTube, and I watched the pilot. I got through like 10 minutes of it, and it's just straight garbage, and nothing to do nothing to do with Joe Rogan or anything. That TV show was just straight garbage. Like it was not funny. It was supposed to be like a comedy, and it's like all these things. It's like. And you're like, oh, I know that I've seen that guy in this and that. And that. It's like, but like it was pulling teeth to get through like that first like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh,
Bill
God.
Burr was on a Friends like type of show, but that was based out of a diner on a coast. So like, and it was supposed to be like the Friends of like, and it was you could get these episodes on TV, and it only had like 7 episodes. Holy crap, was it bad?
Was it?
But it was so bad. And there's so many actresses and actors that they did run for there and did things. And you just look at Bill Burr trying so hard to be an actor. And this is the show he moved from New York to LA for. And you're like, holy crap, this is terrible.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't think Joe Rogan was that bad as like an actor. I just think like his character in it wasn't like they didn't do him a favor.
It wasn't. Bill was supposed to be like a loving husband, and they had a kid, and his wife worked here, and it was just like no.
Yeah, they put people in these roles like, and it's just like you could see they're like fail, like they set them up to fail, like they didn't use them in like the right mode and everything.
Yeah,
like Joe Rogan's just like this all about me, like meathead, not even meathead, but just like a jock, like airhead jock, and it's like no, I've seen like what Joe Rogan can be. No, this isn't it.
Yeah, it sucks when you know, but he was. That's why he was so good in radio in what's that radio show?
News radio. Yeah. I've watched it and like I've never been a big fan. I know people like it.
It's a cult show.
Yeah, I've seen it like an episode or two, and it's not for me. But like it is like Phil Hartman being on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't Andy Dick that was on that show.
Yes, it was.
Andy Dick was on that show. Okay, yeah.
And then
didn't John Lovitz replace Phil Hartman or was supposed to or something?
Yeah. They did. I think they did a season, but they wasn't gonna go. But
that's because John Lovitz and Andy Dick don't get along. That's how. That's right. They were supposed to do like they did a season with John Lovitz and Andy Dick. Or something.
Well, no, they had the best ratings. And this Joe talks about this all the time on his podcast. They had their best ratings, and it got canceled. The only season that had great ratings, it got canceled.
Yeah, there's there was another TV show that had like really good ratings, and
Brooklyn Nine-Nine had really good ratings. The fans got ABC or whoever was producing.
They got NBC. The Fox didn't want to pick it up anymore. Yeah, NBC picked it up for like its last 2 seasons or something like that.
That show, dude, it's such a tremendous show.
We're going through that right now, actually.
Me and Lauren. Oh, dude, it's amazing. We're in season 2.
Yep,
dude.
By far one of the greatest shows out there.
I was like close to the end of the series. And then I don't know. I stopped watching it.
I've seen all of it except for the last season of it. I refuse to go back and watch it. I don't want it to end.
I know, dude. I'm that guy. I hate, dude. You know how long? So I've been watching The Staircase, the documentary, and I thought the Staircase documentary was amazing. It's taken me forever to watch the last episode because I just don't want it to be done. I want if I'm having a really bad day, I'm like, all right, I'm going to finish The Staircase, something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, the chief in Brooklyn Nine-Nine is so
he
good.
Just passed away.
I know. He had cancer.
So great. Yeah, great. He was great.
That dude is
Scully and Hitchcock are hilarious.
Everybody, Alan Richardson played a young Scully I think, in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, really?
Like, they go back to an episode. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, the Wing Sluts episode.
Yeah. And Alan
You'll
Richardson,
get to it. It's good.
Who's Jack Reacher, is like the guy, one of the chubby detectives. But back in the
they go do a flashback of their episode, and they're like these young, fit cops and really good at their job.
Yeah.
And it's a great episode.
It just shows like how they eventually, or what leads to them becoming the kind of detective.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
good.
Cool. Oh, boys. All right. So on this beautiful podcast, there's a few things, a couple topics I wanted to get into. We always start with last week's fun, which we did talk about a little bit of the Randolph Fest. Went from there to this is the second time we've hung out with Derek and Ryan in a while. And
like 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. So we're going to give them a couple of years off now. But we went to Kaiser Tiger, had dinner. Me and Chris had not eaten. We're like, nope, this is not going to be a good Sunday if we don't eat. Go to Kaiser Tiger, eat. Go from there to Enjoy. Enjoy is...
It was pretty dead.
Yeah. It's just...
Oh, okay.
I think it was like a new DJ. Like, it
was definitely a different DJ.
They're like, I don't know what they're doing at this place. Like, I don't
know
what.
On the outs.
I think that whole entire like strip right there is kind of on the rough spot.
I think you had that one. It's
Enjoy was like the end of the pop at that strip. Other than the couple bars by Gold Star. That's like a flicker.
I think that area
down that strip area
where it used to be shit. That's
pop.
Yeah. With the cocktail bar over there, it's better. I think this area just had for a year. It just had that one bar that brought some trouble, and people were like, "Well, that's it."
Interesting. Okay.
And then of course I did not want to go to Lottie's,
and we ended up.
I was like, I'm not going to Lottie's tonight. But
I hate how much you fight it because we always just have so much fun there.
Here come the circle jerk guys.
Yes, and so
I had a great conversation with that guy.
That's what
when we left.
But so we met some people at Enjoy. Because Ryan and Derek are single.
Yep.
And so me and Mike are trying, like, the Mike was out ready to go last week too. So Mike Basso comes out and we're talking. Mike introduced himself to these two girls and said to these my buddies are not sober at all, are single. And Chris, Ryan, and Derek both, like, so we were talking, trying to get them to like mingle. Ryan and Derek go to us, hey, we're done. Like, they were so drunk. They're like, I don't know how you guys could survive. And they just called it and got an Uber and left. So now we're stuck with these two ladies, and we're trying to get Chris. And Chris looked at both of me and Mike. He's like, nope. So we're like, okay, hey, we're just gonna head to Lottie's. And they're both like, we've never been to Lottie's. And we're like, okay, I guess we're all going to Lottie's. So we go to Lottie's, get in. This time, this guy's like, oh, the Circle Jerk boys are here. And I'm like, hey, we brought some women this time.
Yeah, Pierre's like, hey, yeah.
And he's like, oh, why? So they can watch you circle jerk? I was like, oh, Jesus. Sweet.
God damn.
He was on it.
God damn.
So, and then these ladies went and met, younger guys, had a good time. And again, of course, because me, Mike, and Chris, as you could see from the snaps, circle jerked at the back of the bar, dancing.
Like
also, the bar, I begged that DJ to play My Girl. I begged him to play My Girl, and he played it on like before this, and now that's included in his lineup.
Of course.
Fuck you, bro. We leave. The ladies are walking. We're leaving at the same time as these ladies, and we're like, oh hey, and the one lady's like, hey, I'm walking home, and Mike's like, wait, where are you walking to? It's like 3 a.m, and she's like, oh, it's just like a block away, and Mike's like, okay, well then we'll make sure you get home safely. Ended up being a mile walk.
We walked to a Sushi Taku in Logan Square from Lottie's. I wanted to kill the lady. The worst decision of my entire life. Me and Peter literally had a lift pulling up, and Peter's like, cancel it. And I'm like,
well, we couldn't let Mike go by himself.
Yeah, Mike would have gotten killed.
He's
too pretty for that area by himself.
Bro,
I was not happy.
We didn't get home till 3 a.m. now.
We went from a high note of talking to the door guy who says like, who's like, some girl is like, you just called them the circle jerk boys. Why would you do that? Why aren't they mad at you? He's like, they get it. They understand. They don't care.
Yeah.
They come here and don't bother anybody. They dance in the back of the bar. They drink. They have a good time, and they don't bother anybody. They're probably married and have girlfriends. They don't bother anybody. The key word here that you're missing is they don't bother anybody.
Dude,
That's how we become friends with them all. Yeah.
We came up and we're like, dude, we love the bar. We love the music. We have a good time. And he's like, that's what I like about you guys.
He's like, yeah, I love you guys. You don't cause any issues. You never do anything.
And
That's hilarious.
high of the highs. Because it was nice to actually talk to the guy. He didn't think we were like weird.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you guys are the best. Great. Feel better about that. So we're like, let's get out of here.
And then we walked.
And then we walked.
Like
Dude,
a half mile to a mile. It's like,
yeah, okay, so and then my dumbass, Lauren Davis, is probably going to end up murdering me one day. I get home. Dude, so, okay, we had, for Saturday, me and Chris had, we had
a Cliff Bar before we went out.
Yeah, and then we had I had a burger.
No, you had we had
sausage. Yes, no,
you
we
had a sausage,
yes.
and I had and we had charcuterie board, and I had a turkey sandwich.
Yes, I had and so that was it. So I get home at 3:30 in the morning after just walking a mile. This chick home.
Yep.
I'm starving. I know I have pre-cooked steak. I'm like, I'm gonna make some steaks and eggies.
He's gonna make some scrambies, baby. Some scrambies.
And I'm like, yo, Lauren, I'm home. Good to see you. She's like, don't. Just come to bed. I'm like, no,
I got scrambies coming, baby.
I'm like, nah, girl. Nah, baby, nah. I'm like, I'll be back.
Even Joe's like, this is a bad idea.
Dude made some flame ass scrammies, bro. I get the steak in there. I scramble the eggs up. I put the cheese on the plate. Throw it all on top. Dude, shit's flame. Put everything, clean everything up.
Yeah, you angel, you.
Get in the bed. Start eating.
In bed?
Oh, not in bed with Lauren.
Oh,
other bed.
Okay.
This is my go-to.
Oh no.
I like to post up.
Right.
I like to post up my
He gets his,
HBO
he
Max.
puts the little Brooklyn Nine-Nine on.
I didn't think he was gonna make it to eating. If I'm being honest,
that's fair.
Oh no, I got it because I got to do my hot.
To be fair, we didn't drink like crazy hard yet, but like
we Saturday Sunday
do
was
with the time and
Yeah.
the fucking pilgrimage.
And also, we were up at 8 in the morning.
3:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's about 3:30 in the morning at this stage.
We were also up at like 7 working out because we knew we just had a long day. So it's like 3:30 in the morning, getting ready to drink, or 3:30, ready to go to bed. But so I got my HBO on. I got my scrambies. I'm eating the shit out of it. I passed the fuck out with probably a quarter left of the scrambies. Damn. Oh, dude, I was so sad. Wake up to Lauren.
I was about to say, what state did you wake up in?
To Lauren, literally with a knife above my throat. Like just ready
Scrambies
to
got on the bed, bro.
Oh yeah, they did.
Scrambies.
She's like, why? And I was just like, I'll clean up. And I literally in my head, I screamed so many expletives because I was so pissed.
Pierre's like, where are the rest of my scrambies, baby? Where are they at? I wasn't done.
Because I didn't realize how much was left.
I'll clean up. Yeah.
So I go back to bed. I just pass back out. I just hardcore pass back out. So because I was so mad, I was like, just go to bed, Peter. Just go back to bed. So I pass out. I wake up probably an hour later. I go to use the washroom. I go look in the sink, and I'm like, there was a good amount of scrambies left on that plate. And I'm like, oh, I did leave a lot. So then I go and apologize. I clean up. I literally cleaned the entire apartment, cleaned the bed. I didn't actually, I put my clothes away. I got everything looking good in there because I knew she was just going to take all the sheets and wash them. I go back in there and go sleep for like another hour. And she was not a happy camper with me, which very understandable. I gotta stop making food at night, or stop going to bed to watch TV. It's my favorite thing to do.
What you got to do is you got to sit at the kitchen counter and watch and sit and eat, because then you just won't fall asleep.
I know. I don't know why I have to go to bed and throw on a TV and sit there. It's just
I've never had the urge to go in my. I've only done it once, and I've done it with the bag of chips, and then chips were everywhere. And I'm like, I don't like this. I'm never doing this again. I'd rather fall asleep with Nug Nation at my door for like 4 hours than fall asleep with chips in my bed ever again.
At least I don't do it in the bed with Lauren. Like that would be really bad.
Yeah, it's in a bed that you don't technically plan on sleeping in, and it's a guest bed, so it's not. Yeah,
I'm never sleeping in your guest bed again. I know what's going on there now. You're getting dirty with scrambies.
Scrambies everywhere.
They were so good, dude. I remember wait.
I
kept browning in and out of eating scrambies. I'm like, God damn, these are good. Where'd it go?
Somehow your hand.
Yes. And I'm like, oh, and I wake up because it'd be so good, and be like, oh, God damn, Pete.
you come to you like, what's happening? Oh, eggs are right near my mouth.
Scramby, nice.
So good.
Somebody's gonna reach into one of those pillowcases one day and pull out Scrambies. What the fuck?
Oh shit.
So good.
I probably legitimately pissed off Lauren pretty good. But this whole week has probably been I'm not been her favorite fan. But today, so I was coming home, getting the. So it was a last minute decision to do it on Thursday night because we have, again, Friday, Saturday is just a busy day.
Mm-hmm.
So I come home, but I bought all this stuff because she hates this one plant I have because I overwatered it, like not knowing that but I probably gave it a little bit of some root issues, and so it's down to like 2 big stem leaves, but they've held on.
Okay.
So I was like, she's like, just throw it out. I'm like, no, but there's 2 left. This might come back. It could be the comeback of the year. It could be Michael Jordan leaving the MLB.
Could be the comeback of.
But that's
of
the
a
difference
lifetime.
between me and Lauren. She'll just throw everything away. I'm like, I could do something with this. So I went and got I repotted it. But I brought all this stuff in, and she was not in the mood. And I had all this. I had a 7-pound bag of soil. I needed like a half a pound. I brought another fucking thing in, and she's looking at me. She's like, "You're gonna fuck up something right now." She sees it. She knows it. She can't take a speck of dirt without like just ready to backhand to me. So I go outside. I'm on the porch. I do it nicely, clean it up, and she's just watching me, and I could just see this snake.
The hawk, yeah, the hawk.
She's waiting for a speck to come in.
So on that note, I got 2 things actually for you on that point. But so yeah, I did it, cleaned up, and she could just tell. I could have literally licked the patio clean. She would not have been happy. She just wants that plant gone. But it is now sitting on my porch. Looks great. I think it's gonna survive.
It's gonna make the comeback.
I hope it does. I did a lot of work to it, so I'm hoping it comes back. So 2 notes to that. So I'm at Walmart today buying all this stuff. Got Chris a little extra for some food. I got all that stuff. Walmart, great place. So I do 2 purchases because I had to buy some stuff for the office. So I do the first, I do the office. Lady catches me doing the 2 separate transactions. A young or older Indian lady literally stands right behind me and is watching me do, like, I ring one up, put it down. Is
this a stranger or somebody that works?
No, it's somebody working the self-checkout.
Yeah, which I get. This maybe looks a little, and it's her job, whatever.
Yeah.
I take the 2 things, I put them on the side, and I start to ring up the other one, and she watches me do the entire transaction. She's like, "Oh, 2 transactions." I literally in my head, I'm like, "What gave that away? Was it the ring and receipt, and then everything out of the cart into here? Like what?" She literally sat there for 5 minutes. I'm like in my head, I'm like, "You got to be able to be. This got to be something better for you to be doing, whatever." So then,
no, you're a suspicious white guy.
I'm like, listen, I got this fro going on. I kind of look disheveled, got a little bit of a 5 shot. So she's thinking I'm walking away with some stuff.
You're some hillbilly redneck from Aurora.
Yeah, some meth head trying to. You guys are gonna have to finish these, so we don't have to leave them in Christmas. Come on, boys.
Oh no, dude! I got a very full day tomorrow.
That's 2 beers, though. Come on.
I got a full day too.
I didn't even want to drink one.
Yeah, I was.
Especially this one.
That's all I got, though. Unfortunately.
Well, no, I just don't have to drink. I just.
But so she was watching me, and then she's like, "Oh, 2."
Pierre doesn't want to drink by himself. That's why.
Yeah, you guys are sitting here with 2. We only got 2 left here.
For all you know, we could have full beers.
No, you guys aren't pansies. You aren't Pat Lynching it tonight.
No, I finished my one.
Yeah. So that lady was there. So then I'm walking to the podcast today, and I see my landlord. I think her name's Jeanette or Janet or something. And she
something with the J.
So I was just looking at there's like a bunch of packages in the hallway. So I was just looking at them. I'm waiting for one more thing to come in. And she was kind of watching me look at it. And I didn't know if it was a tenant or whoever it was. I didn't even look at her. And because I was just looking at it and I didn't touch, like I didn't take anything. So I just started walking this way. And she's just like standing in the door, like she got a little office. And I looked at her. I'm like, "Oh, hey." Like I haven't seen her in a long time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" She's like, "Oh, hi." And I'm like, "Oh, we guys?"
You're not stealing the package. Okay, you're good.
And I'm like, "Oh, what are you up to tonight?" And she's like, "Oh, we got to check on a few things." Like made it like very like discreet, kind of just like, "Oh, okay, everything good?" And she's like, "Yeah." Just kind of staring. I'm like, "All right, well, I'm gonna go. Have a good night."
Just being like cold and weird.
Yeah, I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like to me. Now I'm going through the million things. Like, what had me and Lauren done? Have we done anything? I'm like, how is this? What is she doing?
Your bird feeder. You set off the fire alarms.
I broke a fire alarm that she doesn't know about. No, yeah, and I was just like, man, this is weird. It literally took me a block. I thought about it for a block. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with this lady?
Why is she being so mean?
Yeah. There was, but then Joe, her husband, super nice dude. I talk to him every morning as I kind of walk out. So she doesn't like guys. I get it. Or good looking dudes.
Fair
I
enough.
get it.
Fair.
You know,
She's intimidated.
it is what it is. So what do you got on tomorrow then, Joe?
I've got
Ping pong tournament at work.
No, I wish that would be nice. No, I'm working, and then there's someone coming in for some like insurance, and then we have like an audit, not an audit, but like an accountant coming in for some stuff. So I just got to meet with 2 separate like big people.
Oh, okay.
And then Friday night is date night.
What do you guys got planned for Friday night?
Sarah wants to get massages, but I don't know about that. And then
that is a weird Friday night, date night.
Dinner in Lincoln Square.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That is such a random. Yeah, she wants to do massages on Friday. She's got summer. She's got nothing going on. Like let me just get out of work at 6 o'clock. Run to a massage.
Let's be honest. Joe doesn't have that far to go nowadays. It probably isn't that bad.
Traffic is insane.
For us, it's fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
there's
for
no
you
way.
guys, I can't even imagine.
Your traffic can't be that much better though. It's Chicago traffic is disgusting.
But Joe can find can find side streets at least. We're stuck on the highway no matter what.
Yeah, but the highway's not as bad. It's bad, but it's not for us coming off the highway is miserable.
Yeah, but you guys have a considerably longer commute too now. I mean, not to now. Considerably longer commute to me.
Yeah.
Like you guys are.
You're still. I mean, from there to the highway, still, I bet is probably 25.
What for Joe to the highway? Joe doesn't have to go to the highway. Joe just takes Kedzie
he's got to
down.
go 90.
That's
what I'm saying.
Joe's up.
I know he's not getting on 90, but he's going towards the 90. Like
he's taking Kedzie. He's got like 4 lights that he's got to go to.
Is it really not that?
No,
I don't know. I feel like it's like our parents to the 90, like almost. I feel like
I don't have to take the expressway anymore.
No. He's saying driving from our parents' house to the expressway.
Because I just imagine I could think from Joe to our parents would be miserable.
It is. I mean, it's kind of shitty in that it's a street, and it's usually most places are 1 lane. But like Chris said, Joe only could probably take Central Park all the way down, which is a side street that has lights on it. Central Park is a weird street.
It is.
It's like a side street, but it's not.
Yeah. So
Joe
could probably take that.
I took Central Park to get to the Cubs game on Tuesday.
Did you?
Yeah, that's a good one.
To Wilson, and then Wilson. Oh, baby. That was a great call.
So, Joe doesn't have that. But I don't think Joe's ride from work is at the most. Even with, like, parents to the highway, I mean, even, like, it's 5:30, maybe 25 minutes at the most.
That's what I'm saying. And our commute's an hour. And we're taking highway to... I'm just
saying... We're taking highway.
Yeah. But the Chicago commute is miserable. It's freaking... Think about our commute from Cumberland at times. If you get stuck behind...
dude, yeah.
Forget about it.
It's incredible, like how...
Yeah, but Joe has the best commute out of them all because Joe's headed north to south. Like, nobody does north to south, really.
If you're
headed north in the city or anything during rush hour...
The city of Chicago sucks.
If you ever pay attention to rush hour traffic...
Pat's got it the best. Pat can work 3 days a week from home. Go down to go to his office and call it.
Yeah, I do miss the remote.
That's got to be. Mm-hmm. I mean, and the funny part is, me and Chris could do that. It's just easier. I can focus way better. I have 3 screens. It's so much easier.
Having a good dedicated spot is huge.
And it would have been nice if we could have gotten an office walking distance from us, but
nope.
It'll happen at some point.
Who knows?
Oh, no, we'll have to get an office at some point.
Yeah. No, I mean,
on that property, it might not ever happen. I still think I probably shouldn't throw this in the ether, but when Brian said he wanted to play pickleball, and because me and Chris, the bad boys, the pickleball last week, we're gonna start a new on this channel hopefully soon. It was supposed to happen on Sunday. I left the GoPro at my parents'. We're gonna GoPro our Sunday pickleball matches, and then do stupid commentary over it, just kind of silly stuff. But so we played Sunday in 95 degrees.
Oh, at least it had to be at least like somewhere between 92 and 95.
And you forgot your sunscreen, right?
No, we actually ran back.
No, we went back to the car.
It was, dude,
I wouldn't be sitting here right now if we did that.
Legitimately, Joe, we sat in the sun for like 2 seconds. We're like, no.
Yeah.
But
don't want that.
The closest I think I've been to heat stroke, like
really?
like it was bad.
I had heat exhaustion.
Yes.
I came home and had a headache. I was like,
I literally got in, took a cold, I got in, I just kept pounding water and then took a 30-minute nap. I was like, I need to, and just cool because it was kind of stupid.
Wow.
Yeah, I took a shower, cold shower, got a Gatorade, put a little BioSteel in it to get some more hydration, and just sat there, sipped on that, and laid down for a little bit.
How was Father's Day for your dad?
It was good. We had a hard pivot from golf to putting in a shower door.
Oh, nice.
Wait, did you golf and then put the shower door?
No, we were supposed to golf, and instead we put in a shower door in the bathroom.
Of which?
The upstairs. So he's like, I have this sliding door thing that you put on top of the bathtub, and your mom really wants this in there. Will you help me do this instead? And I was like, sure.
Wait, at your parents' house?
At my parents, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So we spent the day doing that.
Nice.
Yeah.
What a fancy day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you supposed to golf at?
I was going to take him to Topgolf.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did you have a reservation?
I did.
Oh, God. Did you get your money back on that, did you?
I was able to.
Oh.
He gave me, he told me, we were supposed to do that Saturday, and he told me Friday morning.
Oh, so you were able to cancel sooner than...
Yeah. I think as long as you have over 24 hours. And we were scheduled for, Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, we have golf with Gavin on Sunday, which I'm excited for, at a new place we haven't golfed at.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Pretty excited. We played... Did we play last week? No, we did. That was the first... We took last weekend off.
Yeah, no, we didn't play because we had yard work.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit delivery.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not own property. It's not worth it.
Then we hung out with Megan for a little bit, did the podcast, went straight to your place, showered, went to Taste of Randolph, and then Sunday we just worked out.
Golfed and then barbecue.
Pickleball.
Or not
and
pickleball, yeah.
And then
hung
birthday.
out with my dad for a long time, yeah. It was a good time. We barbecued for him, did steaks, burgers, brats, hung outside. It's hilarious. I'm editing, and my parents don't need you to say a word. They just need you to be there so they can talk. Mm-hmm. So just the whole time, literally at 45 minutes, I think I said 3 words. Oh my God, really? Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. My dad could just talk your head off. It's amazing.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's cute.
And then Megan's 40th.
Wow.
Good old Megan.
Holy cow.
Yeah, but it's just an age, right?
Yeah.
I honestly truly believe that.
Well, that's exactly it. I just don't imagine or consider Megan to be 40.
I don't know how. It's so my parents at 40, I think about them. I wonder if people they just can't look at us the same.
It's
my
a
parents.
whole thing.
No, I get the whole thing is, but I know we've talked about it. But it's insane to me to think that we don't look that.
No.
Yeah. Chris with a little bit of that salt in that blah.
I don't know. The one girl last weekend said me and Peter were the same age, and Peter was royally pissed.
I'll take same age, but if I look older than you,
he would.
I think she was trying to hit on Chris, and Chris wasn't getting the vibe, but that's all right.
No, Peter. She ruined any chance she had with Peter with that comment.
Oh, she never had a chance, anyways.
But Peter was. Peter says that he was okay with it. No, he was royally pissed.
No, I was. I don't remember that being.
I remember you being not too happy. You're like, how do you think I'm the same age as that ugly?
And then I pointed out all the salt in the beard and the beautiful locks, and
she's like, you guys are the same age, and Pierre's like, that's bullshit. And Pierre turned around and started yelling at the DJ to play My Girl.
Yo, DJ, put on that good stuff.
And then the outside bouncer's like, hey, stop circle jerking back there.
Hey, CJ.
Oh man, for the good old days of CJ. All right, let's see. Let's get some field goal service. We'll get out of here so Joe can go home because he's got to get his massages on.
Hell yeah, man.
Where do you get massages at?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to find something.
What is she doing tomorrow? Big ass, get on there and find a goddamn spot for a massage.
Ask for one of those erotic massages.
Yeah. Oh God, no! Please, no.
The only time
ask for the M. Night Shyamalan.
Whenever I think about massages, I think
surprise ending with the twist.
I think about Joe.
Have you ever seen the Aqua Teen Hunger Force where they do that?
No.
They send Shake in, and like Shake's like, when you go in there, you ask, and he's like, for the happy ending. He's like, and Carl's like, no, that's amateur hour. You ask for the M. Night Shyamalan. It's a surprise ending with the twist. And then like he goes in, he's like, I'm here. I want the M. Night Shyamalan. And then like he goes in, they're doing the massage, and he's like, Carl's like, and Frylock's like, what the hell is that? And he's like, it's she shoves a broomstick up your ass, and it's a surprise ending. You don't see it coming.
I thought she was gonna like twist the dick.
No,
like a rug burn on you.
I think about the time Joe was at the massage by his old apartment.
Yeah,
and the lady didn't she like walk on you?
She did. Yeah, she
had the balance bars,
and I had
Joe's like never
bruises
again
on my back. I was like, this is awful.
This can't be right.
Yeah.
All right, feel good stories, ladies and gentlemen. How we end this beautiful podcast, as always, and we got to hurry up because I don't think we have a lot of time left on the old cart there.
The dot's still there, but
yeah. Well, this one's good.
This one's got an hour left.
This one's got like.
Oh no, this one's not an hour. I apologize.
Oh, so we got 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Archaeologists uncovered 900 Ming Dynasty artifacts from shipwreck in the South Sea, and they did a nice job, like kind of cleaning all these things up. Dude, it's insane.
They're intact.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like it's like a lot of plates, pots, and all that stuff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But it's pretty cool. Let's see here. Oh, holy crap. This is insane. Australian Harris appoints 50 citizens to give away her $25 million fortune to.
Whoa. That's wild. That sounds like something in a movie.
Yeah, right? Like you just randomly get picked. How sick would that be? This is kind of cool. This is actually a big thing, too, that people, I think maybe it's becoming a new thing. I don't know how true, whatever. But noise pollution is a huge thing for animals, for nature, for whatever. And students have invented a leaf blower silencer attachment to be selling them soon. So that that
it doesn't affect it works for it. Yeah, I've heard about this. It also helps out with like people who like work the night shift. They're sleeping during the day. Like it will help those people as well too.
This is kind of sad in light of recent events, but lung cancer drug elicits unprecedented results in new trial.
Oh, boo.
Yeah. That would have been nice to know, but that's all right. Coldplay's new album is made of plastic collected from rivers by the ocean cleanup. Wow.
I've heard about
Pat Lynch has a joke about the Coldplay.
Okay. In the first year of state ban on plastic bags, 1.5 billion fewer have been used.
Here in Illinois, or
let's see what state it is.
They said
Colorado.
Wow.
I don't think there's a ban.
No, there isn't a ban, but it's like 7% tax, which is pretty much like a ban.
Oh,
That's more of a revenue fund for most, right? Probably, don't you think?
Well, I don't know about that because they don't really watch it in the self-checkout all too well, so you could get away with it.
That's why not with Peter around. That lady was watching him like a hawk.
Oh, dude.
You're doing 2 transactions? I'm sorry. Did you get charged?
Yeah, well, he's an Aurora redneck.
Yeah.
And they don't do it there.
Dude,
yeah,
Illinois.
That looks like he may be 37, but he looks like 54.
36, asshole. Illinois has got a bunch of new taxes coming out, or tax increases coming out July 1st.
Yeah.
Good old Illinois. They like to say that they've balanced the budget.
They got
budget.
They got the highest. They got their highest budget in ever, and to balance it, they've enacted a whole bunch of taxes.
Also, like a lot of like silly, stupid taxes. It's not real estate tax, not income taxes, but it's like on everything else: gas tax, gambling tax, like all this stupid.
Yeah, all
shit.
like the sports books and everything, gambling on like online websites and whatnot.
This is really good. A really good feel good. Strangers crowdfund $54,000 for 22-year-old mom with terminal cancer who needs more time with baby.
Oh, wow.
22 years old, boys.
That's rough.
Let's see. Lost donkey seen living with elk herd 5 years later. Living his best life. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Donkey, get after it.
You know what's nice? On Instagram, used to get rid of Nature's Metal. You know who allows Nature's Metal to kind of just freely show crazy nature stuff? Snapchat.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah. Nature or Instagram will knocks them off, like gets rid of them. And Snapchat's like, hey, just put a big.
Too violent. Is that what they're saying?
Dude, it's like
it's nature, baby.
I mean, listen, I'm not. Yeah.
Squirrel, legitimately a squirrel eating a dead bird. Like it probably could have killed, like a raccoon taking down, or skunk taking down a baby fawn. Like things I never thought nature would happen in nature.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A huge swan eating a baby bird that's not dead. Like just throwing it up and it's flapping and something, like trying to get away.
Killer whale, sinking boat, and eating human being.
Did we ever talk about why that actually happened?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
they go through fads. Yeah, they go through.
Bored.
Yeah, they're bored and they go through fads.
They'll show like hyenas eating like animals that are not dead, like the real stuff that happens in nature.
Yeah.
But so Snapchat has that. Actually, I saw a flamingo, 76-year-old flamingo, or 72-year-old flamingo, never had one mate. Finally, just
popped his cherry.
It just had its first mating season and is having babies at 72.
Wow,
how insane is that?
That's crazy that they know it's 72 years old.
I didn't know flamingos could live that long. Even.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of the world's oldest penguin hatches a chick with its new boy toy. 26 years younger than her.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to see what this bird, how old this bird is.
Probably 36 like you.
Only lived to 30 in captivity, so that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They're actually not going to give us age. Wow. I thought they would. Okay. All right, let's get one more and we'll get out of here. It's still like it's recording.
Yeah, I keep looking for that dot.
This is kind of nice way to end. Mom throws a fun funeral for late husband with bouncy castle, goodie bags, making positive memory for their kids. Oh, wow. That's kind of nice.
That's a good way to
that's interesting.
spin it. Yeah.
I guess when I go, I don't do whatever you want. Literally, you could throw me up like Weekend at Bernie and, one last time throughout the bars if you wanted to. I don't, at that point, I don't care.
All the Coors Light's going to be serving.
Whatever makes people happy at that point, that is what it is for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to force you to drink Coors Light.
Those things are for
the people afterwards.
Yeah.
It's not, who gives a crap? But on that beautiful note, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Hit that like, subscribe. Dose a comment. Tell us what you want done at your funeral so Joe can not do it. Hit us up at the SMP podcast at gmail.com. So Pat Lynch, tell Pat Lynch where
send Pat Lynch an email about where you should go to Italy for the last few days.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, work hard, be nice, and have a great week.
Bye.